Today, from Seattle, Washington, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks taking on Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak.
Rashad Penny.
Out now comes Russell Wilson in season number 9, 6-time Pro Bowler, as he gets set to lead this Seahawks offense.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game, so he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
Wilson now off the bootleg, eluding the pressure right, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away in second down.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Fights through and now a crease. Accelerating and off he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Chris Carson, 77 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And a long run into the end zone, and what a run it was.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The former second-round pick back in 2014, Jimmy Garoppolo trotting into place, looking to guide this San Francisco 49er offense.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Seahawks.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The keeper. Akello Witherspoon on the tackle.
Here's Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. And he's got Lockett. And they'll get this down to the 10. First catch for the NFL's leader in receiving yards at the midway point. It's a first down.
First down and goal to go.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Again, Wilson feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson flushed out right. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Richard Sherman, a Pro Bowler a year ago, had a pick 6 in the season opener last season against Tampa Bay, and he delivers again with a return for a touchdown on that play. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. These two rivals played 2 of the better games in the NFL a season ago. You remember Week 17, it was Dre Greenlaw stopping Jacob Hollister at the 1 to preserve a 26-21 49er win. And that wound up both winning them the NFC West and earning them the #1 seed. On 3rd down, Carson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
Chris Carson has proven to be a workhorse for the Seattle Seahawks, and they continue to expand his game. We know that he can run inside and be a bruising type of a player, but he has surprising speed to the perimeter, and they've expanded his game now by throwing it to him out of the backfield.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second down, it's Coleman. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Coleman, the ball carrier.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Rolling to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Intended for deep.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that.
4th down.
And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 39-yard line.
A play fake for Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping it.
And the pressure gets to him again. Jared Reed in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf. He's got a man. Complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Play action. It's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 42. Now Garoppolo. And open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 21 yards.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
To Deebo Samuel. A gain of 5.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 5 yards remain on second down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to the tight end Werner. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end Kittle. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 receivers now. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. The quick slant caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown.
Deebo Samuel. His third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26.
Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
So they were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
3-yard attempt.
From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where you see the final score there. 24-10 was your final. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Drew Brees at it again, 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. The Chargers trying to hold on and claim victory. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Here's to kick off for Seattle.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will make it into the end zone, and not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were losers to New England a week ago. Now they find themselves in the lead here as they start 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jaron Reed. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play action. Now Garoppolo. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
There defensively.
Working from the gun. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable for Lockett. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for them and shot for them. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On second down, Mostert. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
35 yards that time on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his running back, Hyde. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Connects with Kittle underneath, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And the 49er 1st down.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. 1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
1st down San Francisco.
Garoppolo on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. Gets it up around the 22 and no further. Did show some power on the run, but not a whole lot of room. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
On third down, Carson. And this will be a Seahawks first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
And that's good.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. To throw is Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's 3rd down. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
A 35-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
Seahawks 20.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough? Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Play action. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Garoppolo to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a first down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw is Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Garoppolo's pass intended for Dante Pettis.
So now it's fourth down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? Back to throw, Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on third down. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On first down, it's Carson. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run again with Carson. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Alexander, a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the victory here for Seattle, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week. Start your week by installing your game plan.